this time around. I mean, and here we go. This is going to be game one of the second series now for these two teams at the Riyadh Masters at the World Cup. Hold on. We're already in for a bit of action here as Tims does get the cogs set up, does buy him a bit of time, but a second blood grenade, and now with the plasma field catching him, Tims slowed to a crawl. May just end up dropping here. That's the second blood grenade now thrown, but he does make it underneath the tower where Gabby will be able to aid him, connecting wild axes onto just about everyone. So they will be able to dodge that first blood. What was he going over there for, Tims?
I think he was trying to block Enchantress camp. He was trying to block the small camp and just go early and just try to maybe sentry block one of the camps. It's a kind of risky move, but yeah, I mean, he didn't get away with it. I guess IG also kind of wanted to check, you know, because they were like moving towards the top side. So maybe just expecting someone to come and block the Enchantress camps.
That's true. And even if they don't get first blood, they do get this ward on the cliff, which is going to overwatch and see if there's any stacks in the triangle.
That's actually a very good ward against Beastmaster. Because it's going to happen. He's going to stack. Yeah, true.
We'll see. I suspect Blacklist will know something's up there, but it's up to them now to see if they can get the D ward, as it will be G2.iG leading at the horn for 3 bounty runes to the 1.
I'm surprised to see, Clockwork still making an appearance. I felt like this hero kind of got nerfed a fair bit, you know, with the power cogs nerf. I think his laning is kind of a bit similar to before he got the change now, you know?
Yeah, he's a bit more annoying with it, though, and we might just see this magic damage really start to amp up versus this TB. I mean, you've got Gabby, who wants to go for the Axis build anyway against the Enchant, and even more magic damage, as well as burning the mana for the TB. We'll see. For now, it seems like they want to be skipping this wave, Winter, as Tims is going to be already skipping the creep wave.
Yep,
down bottom, they also took a bit of a
That's what you do against the lane bullies, Enchantress, Elder Titan, whatever that makes it impossible for you to lane. You have to just drag the wave and accept defeat and try to avoid playing into the Enchantress.
Yeah, want to avoid playing into their strengths if you can.
I mean, Monet is doing the right
Winter,
thing.
Something you always...
He dragged the wave in between his tower. I think this is exactly what you have to do when your opponent is pulling the wave away. And bot lane, this is the spam lane, the CM morphling lane.
Yeah, and the good old Ebb taken here for the facet on the morph. And, of course, able to play with his HP here and manipulate it so he gets extra value. Heals out.
Yeah,
it is going to be no point in bite, by the way.
Yeah,
so
it's
far
the
for
Aura
Jean-Well.
level 2. I think this is a lot better. So you can spam with the Adaptive Strike and your Crystal Nova. I think it's a bait if you get Frostbite level 2. I feel like sometimes even if you get a kill by getting Frostbite at level 2, it's not worth it because you're like gonna be 0 mana for like 1 minute or 1.5 minutes until your mangoes come. And usually it's not worth it.
Are you watching this mid lane, by the way? I mean, nothing to say. It's 8 denies over Abed at the moment. That is a troubling start.
And this is, I feel like it should be an advantageous lane for Razor, but I don't know if it should be this big. 8 is a big number in the early game.
I think one of them might be from like a denying a ward or something like that, but still, that's at least a wave and a half you're talking about here this early on.
Dire's courier has been killed.
See how that lane continues to develop. I mean, maybe it's just a lot of this with Abed getting forced out of lane and his refraction charge is constantly being blown through.
He went for boots early, which is the understandable thing to do against Razor. But still, he's not having a good time, you know, with against the static link.
Whoa. Assuming he waveformed in to collect the CS there. Bold move, but he has enough HP to play with now. 9 stick charges will certainly feel good with this big heal he's about to get.
This guy is one of the best morphling players in SEA. Outside of 23 Savage. I think he loves playing the hero, one of his better heroes. He knows his limits. I mean, this hero, if you want to play him well, you have to be bold, you know. You can't be afraid to die.
He certainly isn't afraid to die there. Look at him, he's just stacking the damage. He didn't even take 2 points in the shift yet, holding on to his stick charges.
Yeah.
He's been at 10 stick charges for a while.
They're just spamming them down with their spells. I think this is the right thing for them to do. And just constantly abusing your attribute shift, just get your regen up, and then use your spells, nuke them down. I mean, at some point, the Brewmaster is just going to ferry more regen. You know, you have to buy South and Tangles, and it's going to hurt your item progression in this lane.
It's going for Earn, by the way, on that Brewmaster. As mid lane, you do have Baboka, who rotates on through to stop Abed from collecting the water rune. Nothing to say. He's gone for boots as well. I was going to say maybe he can get a little bit aggressive, but he's actually been a bit more on the back foot now that we've got up to that second point in refraction. Well,
I think he's still struggling. Look at him. You know, he has 14-2 CS right now compared to the 24 and 12 on. Nothing to say. This is bad.
Yeah.
Real
and
bad.
top lane, Monet is also, he's doing swimmingly 28-10 compared to the 18-3. This begs the question, are stacks being made? Not yet.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't look good for Blacklist. They need their heroes to get off a good start. If they're behind, it's not fun playing this type of heroes.
Yeah, just a couple of stacks so far, but we should... Okay, and here's the stack. Now we found it there with the boar. So that's something at least, and it's also very hard to invade that. And take, I should say, because you just have to expend a lot of resources and stay way too deep.
Yeah, I think that's a better place to stack. Like, honestly, if you feel like your enemy has the power to invade, it's always better to stack the camp on the left.
Agreed. Abed's doing a bit of stacking for himself as well mid. He finally has one camp going. So even though there is a bit of a level advantage, to say the least, now for IG, Blacklist, they are starting to make themselves the tools to flash farm and get back even. Careful here, though. Baboka, he's already rotating on over, preempting the minute 6 power rune spawn. In fact, all the supports are now coming to party in the mid lane.
Yeah, this is just another day at the office, you know, 3v3, minute 6. Actually, already minute 5.5 they're here. They're arriving to office early today. Your
it's
boss
Monday.
is
It's day 1 of the tournament, you know?
Yeah, your boss is going to be happy, you know. Oh, my staff is arriving early today. They're on time, you know. Power runes.
Let's see. Tim's has got pretty good control over this top rune spawn. Rune spawn's bottom, though, but for now, they're going to look for the kill on the Abed, who's forced to TP away. Very smart TP. Outside of the Centaur Conqueror, they don't have a way to stun yet until they get up to that level 6 Flaming Lasso. Tim's, he's only level 2. He's going to now just simply TP away. The War Stomp on cooldown for 3 more seconds, so he's going to be able to get out. Nice timing there.
Well, they did use 2 TPs, though, so it's still, I think, in my book, a win for IG. They forced out 2 TPs.
Now they know that there's no TPs to help Gabby. They have a War Stomp ready to go on the Centaur Conqueror. He's going to try and get himself out of here. Summons the Hawk. Monet with the level 2 Metamorphosis, just laying in the damage. 6.5 minutes. We had to wait a long time now, Winter. But we finally have first blood for Xnova.
Yeah, this is all because
Check
of
out
the...
mid. Nothing to say. He's in pretty deep here. Abed, he hits him with the Melt Strike. Nothing to say. Trying to steal his damage, but there's just too many units around.
Wisdom
He's going
rune?
to die.
Oh no, they're going to lose the rune as well. No, Xnova is going to run in.
They just might Jean-Well. I don't think he's fast enough. He has Frostbite, but there's just going to be no way to stop Xnova, especially with Baboka there to push him back. Tim's, he's got Power Cox in 5 more seconds. This is the nerf certainly coming in handy now for G2.iG. Baboka, he will sacrifice himself and die, but Xnova, he lives because of the 736 nerfs to the Clockwork Cox cooldown. And in the meantime, Monet just takes your tower with the first wagon.
Yeah, this is really, really bad news. Terabit taking your tower in the first wagon. You lose your Wisdom rune.
Stacks have been scouted as well.
Now, I mean, the last hope is the stacks. You know, if IG can somehow bring the Brewmaster with the split to steal the stack, I think that would just be such a big blow for Blacklist.
Yep. We saw there the mid comparison, and well, as we have been kind of alluding to, it's nothing to say. Currently blowing a big lead here out from Abed. Abed, who has had some time now to clear his own stack, so again, he will have a way of catching up soon, but G2.iG, now that they've freed this top lane open for Monet, it does leave more time for
they're going for the stack?
Yeah.
They're bringing JT with the split. Oh no, this is
huge.
They can't stop it, I'm afraid.
Gabby's not even level 6. Yeah. He's totally got to let this thing go. There's this Observer Ward that they placed when they invaded for the Wisdom Rune. They are actually going to steal this. This is huge.
Such a good play. And there's nothing they can do. Like Firefly, Plasma Field, and then Brewmaster with the Cinder Brew just... Oh boy. What is Beastmaster going to do in this game?
He's sad. He is very sad. They're trying to steal whatever they can get back from it, or I guess reclaim. Yeah, but there's the boars being stolen. Xnova, he just knows he can stand out front. He is so confident here. Bottom, Natsumi doing what he can, at least getting some chip damage to the tier 1 tower, but there's a fortify. Mid's pushed in as well, but this is a clockwork. He's level 4. You're not really afraid of anything here.
Yeah, this is really, really bad news for them. They lost the Wisdom Rune, they lost their stacks. Your supports are going to be really, really low level, so they're going to have to dodge for quite some time, you know, and you're dodging into a lineup where they kind of want the game to go long, you know, Terrorblade, Razor, Brewmaster, Tricore.
With an Ench, right? I mean, I know you've got well, actually, yeah, with an Ench, I'd say. She's definitely going to turn into a bit of a core the later this game goes.
They kind of have 5 cores, you know, Richie. Bad Rider's also a core late game.
It's true. It's like it's a turbo mode lineup here for G2.iG. Even though it won't farm too quickly, they sure as heck have nullified the start for Blacklist. So they are going to be a bit behind. Winter, the hero who has at least recovered semi-decently, is TA. You still have Natsumi, who's had an acceptable start down bottom. So they're going to need to kind of rely on Abed.
He has to kind of help his team at some point on the morphing. I feel like he can't just sit at the bottom lane and just keep farming his camps. I think at some point he has to come.
Does he potentially consider, remember the Vlad's build used to be quite popular on Morph, so they could get involved early with that flat damage amp?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen still like a couple of games with that build, but mostly people don't really do that build anymore.
Yeah, they like the Manta first a lot of the times. And
just helps you farm.
I mean, this is just more pressure. Baboka's not quite up to level 6, so they don't have to fear the last one. The only stun here, again, is the Centaur Conqueror. Oh, well, now they have more. Horror Boulder will connect. There's another waveform here in 3 more seconds. Let's see how good the control is here. It's pretty good. 2 points in the attribute shift, though. Buys them enough time for Natsumi to at least waveform away. But they have another Astral Pull here. Natsumi, he's going to be pulled back even further. And Monet's also connected to this fight. The split ends, but Natsumi, his life is also numbered in just merely seconds as he falls. 5 heroes from G2.iG to kill him.
That was such a good move. That Terrorblade came as well. And without the reflection slow and some right clicks there, they would have maybe lost that kill, you know, onto Natsumi. And now they fully capitalize on a kill into a tower and gives them kind of a very, very big map to farm and play around, invading into the bottom area. And this TA is rushing dagger. I mean, you know the game is in dire straits, you know, yeah, TA is rushing dagger because he knows that he needs to fight. He has no choice.
Yeah, I think she has got no choice, exactly. I think she has to fight. And we'll see what Natsumi's in too deep now. He's got to go for the Manta. They know JT does not have the split, but they honestly just don't have the damage to kill him. They're still so far behind from having their stacks stolen.
Yeah. He's not even finishing the vessel. Usually you just finish the vessel against like Manta, against a Morphling and TA. I think those are very good. But he feels like they're far ahead enough that he can actually just get a Radiance right away after the Urn.
I mean, and that'll certainly pay off if they're not punished for it. For now, Blacklist, they're at least able to secure another tier 1 tower. They did get the tier 1 tower mid and now top lane, so they have a small advantage here in terms of tower pressure.
The Aghanim is almost here for Gabby. That's a good sign for him. I mean, he's recovered, like you said, and once you get to the Aghanim, he's actually opting to go for dagger, which I kind of like a lot more this game because they lack a lot of initiation. Clockwork Hookshot is your only way of starting the fights, and if you don't have dagger, it's hard for Beastmaster to get a raw off.
Yeah, this is his normal build, by the way, I will say. He loves to do this. Normally, as they get a quick kill there onto Jean-Noel, just in a bit deep, he does die to, guess I get a little bit of intel, some vision. But this is a normal build. I will say, normally when Gabby plays the Beastmaster, he gets it around 10 to 11 minutes. His Ags, his Drums of Slom now coming online a bit later, 12 and a half. Not terrible, but he's had better games. Alongside this Blink Dagger from Abed. I mean, you do have less cooldowns to play around in the early game, I would say, relatively speaking.
I mean, compared to the Metamorph, the Split on the Brewmaster, IG definitely has a lot longer cooldowns.
So perhaps they'll be able to put that to their advantage. Abed, he is scouted here. He's picked up on this Observer Ward, but his Blink Dagger sees him safe with his own side of the river as he steals a few cheeky camps away from G2.iG there. And I mean, other than that, we finally at least have level 6 for the supports for Blacklist, so they can look to now get involved in the fights a bit more significantly with their ultis ready to go. Speaking of those ultis, G2.iG, they've got theirs ready as well, so they may be looking for a fight. In fact, Monet, he's smoked. They might try and find a fight into this tier 1 tower. Lasso, ready to go. Jean-Noel, will he be the first victim? Not quite yet, as the Frostbite is all going to see him safely away from the Boca.
He didn't have enough mana. Yeah, couldn't get the lasso off. But they're gonna get the tower anyway, so they still got what they came for. And back to farming.
That was Metamorphosis use, so certainly Blacklist are not going to be looking for a fight for the next 30 seconds or so. Content to continue farming, finishing up this Manta style. Priority 1 for Natsumi, getting into the Dragonlance, and finally Deso for Abed, his what did you call it? The trifecta of items, right, for the mid-Templar Assassin?
Dagger, Deso, Dragonlance. That's your, I feel like...
The 3Ds.
Yeah. Your power spike in the early mid game. You get Roshan, you get kills, and you kind of kill all the towers on the map. And after you accomplish that, you're going to go back and sit back and farm your BKB. And yeah, rinse, repeat, get the second Roshan. Just TA things.
Yeah. Well, you can see X-Nova doing a bit of dewarding, setting up some vision, and maybe using this Satyr Tormentor alongside the TB Illusions to try and keep bottom pushed out, just to make any Rosh attempts. I mean, I don't think they're going to do Rosh in the next 5. If it is, it's going to be top. Because I'm thinking about that Roshan now, Winter, because this Deso is nearly completed.
Yeah, he doesn't have Deso yet, so I feel like it's going to take some time. So if you don't kill like at least 2 heroes on IG side, I think it would be quite risky to go for Rosh, just like that.
I see.
I mean, they're having a much more, I feel like, defensive stance right now on Blacklist. You see like 2 heroes on top, Clockworks with Beast. 1 hero pushing out mid, which is Abed, TA, and bottom side we also have 2 heroes. You know, they're making sure that they're getting as much farm on the map as they can, splitting up and trying to catch heroes that cross the line into their territory.
Well, they might maybe look for a fight. They might consider it, is what I should say, because Gabby's got Blink Dagger now flying to him. He's got Drums of Slam at the ready. Oh, they're just going to actually start up Rosh. Okay, this does preempt the Deso. Actually, Abed switched up his item build. He's going to go instead for the Ag Shard a bit here earlier, as he just pushes out 1 more wave to give his team more time, more cover to take down Rosh, number 1. They should get this, and actually Drums of Slan is quite effective here against Roshan.
Not much IG can do. Nighttime Rosh, Radiant side has an advantage and accessibility. So it's hard for them to contest.
And now they have a Beastmaster Aegis. I don't know how many times I've seen Beastmaster grab an Aegis. I'll be honest with you, Winter. That's an interesting call.
Sometimes you shouldn't look at what hero is getting the Aegis. You should look at who is getting the Aegis, you know, and then you know who is the boss in the team.
That's right. It's Gabby. The coach Gabby, who still has the record for the most Phantom Assassin games played back from when he was a carry. So even though he's been on the offlane for what, like 3 years now, he still holds that record.
3 years?
There's probably more to say.
Should be 2 years.
2 years? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's 2. Close. And he's definitely learned a lot on the offlane. I always have this theory. If you are a carry player and you can play offlane, it will make you a better carry player later down the road when you decide to switch back.
Right. You want to be well-rounded as a player, basically, is what you're saying?
Understand your opponents. You need to understand the offlaner to be a better carry.
Dire are scanning.
Vision being set up here by Baboka. He's waiting in anticipation. He's got his own Blink Dagger here as well on the Bat Rider. So we have a few Blink reveals about to happen. JT just about to finish off his Radiance as well. His courier all the way on the opposite side of the map, waiting to buy that Talisman. But it has been a very slow game here, Winter. I mean, 5 kills in 18 minutes.
Remember what we said? Both sides had kind of greedy draft. Oh, Radiant is being greedy, Blacklist is being greedy. I just said we can one-up them, you know. We have Terrorblade, Racer, Blue Master.
I guess at this rate, it
might look like there's not a lot going on, but it's a lot of like fighting over real estate on the map. Like you look at the way that they are putting their wards and who's pushing out specific areas. Like you see Terrorblade on IG side, he's taking a more the more dangerous side because he's just shuffling out lanes with his illusion, so he can actually afford to do that. Whereas on the Blacklist side, you see the supports, mainly Clockwork, doing that, you know, because the other heroes kind of don't want to die. Beastmaster, Morphling, TA. and no one else can push out safely. So the supports are given the dirty job, you know. You have to push out the dead lane. You have to just go die. If you die, nobody's going to come and save you.
Oh, well, we might finally get a bit of a confrontation here as Gabby's considering to siege this tower. He's got Jean-Noel here to support him.
He is very, very strong right now, even without his BKB.
Yeah.
Well, 14.
Takes down all the creeps. JT running on him. He does again. He's got this drunken brawler, so every now and then he's very fast with this facet. 20% slower, 50% faster. It's classic. The tower stands.
Yeah, I just realized it has the same icon with the Bat Rider. Bat Rider facet.
Yeah, a lot of these are actually, you know, if you like have something that affects summons, you also have like the 4 helmets. Like Underlord has his for the gate one, and then Gabby, well, he didn't take his. He went for beast mode, but
so I guess
he's got his as well.
It's not bothering you that they look the same.
No, I think it's an improvement because look, now at a glance, I know that Jean-Noel has taken the Frozen, the AoE one, and that Tim's also has taken his AoE one as well.
Yeah.
This is just good design. You know?
Yeah, I thought they were meant to be unique, you know. Everyone should have their own, you know. I don't want my cake to be the same as your cake, you know. If I am going to make my cake has to taste different from yours.
No.
I'm sure yours is going to be a lot sweeter than mine, but yeah, you get the point.
They're nothing but efficient. They are nothing but efficient here. That's what they want it to be. There's a few of them that are pretty unique, but for the most part, a lot of them do share, which is good. You want to simplify the game, not make it incredibly too complex and deep.
Yeah, just as if the game is not complex enough right now with all these facets in it. You know, I tell you, I had this game, you know, and I was so mad at myself. I was playing against a Nyx assassin, and I forgot that he can actually move into the Roche pit, you know. So I placed my sentry outside of the Roche pit, like what the silly idiot would do. Like, you didn't reach the change lock. And then when your Roche goes down, you see a Nyx beside you, and you're like, what? Is my sentry? Yeah, is my sentry wrong? Or like your brain just like lags, you know? And then I went back to the replay and like I realized, oh shit, that's actually a thing now with the facet. You can actually just walk.
I thought you were gonna say you got jumped by his Nyx sense, where he can sense invisible heroes near him.
So funny, Rich.
That's what
I guess that's a thing. Yeah, I guess that's a thing also.
That's the thing. Try and glimmer cape and run away from a Nyx. That's not happening.
Nyx is the counter to Bounty Hunter. You smell him all the time.
That's right. Or Riki or anyone with a glimmer cape. Yeah, indeed. A smoke from G2.iG. That doesn't pan out. We don't do that here. This is Fight Club, except the rules of Fight Club are you don't talk about fighting, you don't fight, and you never fight. So it's a bit of a different ending to Fight Club here.
They are just trying to, you know, shuffle out lanes and make sure that they get an advantageous fight. Like both teams just wants to take fights on their own terms, on their high ground, on their vision. Like this 3k lead is just not really that big of a deal right now, given the state of the game. I mean, it's still good for Blacklist. Yeah, it's still good for Blacklist overall, and they have completed BKB on Gabby, the Beast Master, so he's very, very strong right now.
Oh, is it happening? Finally, the immovable object and the other immovable object, are they going to clash? Is it happening? This match
Razor
at a
is almost
pace?
near to his BKB. I think he doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, I mean, Gabby's got his BKB, so I think G2.iG, they've seen their shadow. They've seen their shadow of a fight. They're going to go and back off. Okay. 2 more weeks of farming, Winter.
Yeah, 2 more weeks, you know. It's what happens when you undercook your steak and you regrettably have to send it back. Oh no. Send it back to the kitchen. And then back to farming. You have to wait for the waiter to come collect, bring it back to the kitchen.
How many times are you sending back steaks, Winter? You just had a steak tonight. You shared with us in the pregame.
Quite frequently, you know, when I see when I see the color being wrong, you know, the brown part is not there, not correct, and I send it back.
Well, I mean,
I swear there's a name for
very
I swear there's a name for the brown part. The pink part in the middle.
Picky. We're being picky here, Winter, as you are with your steaks, looking for the perfect fight.
Hey,
Tormentor going down.
IG is also being really picky right now. They're like dodging, choosing. Oh, okay, this is not the time to fight. Let's go back, you know, finish this camp, finish that camp, just wait. Or Razor's gonna have his BKB. Everyone wants to have their toys, you know. You have to let all your babies get their toys before you put them together.
That's very true. Everyone, I believe everyone knows that about babies. I mean, this is just a slow game. My goodness, we are going nowhere
kind of game.
fast.
My kind of game, you know, Richie.
Where's the beauty in these kinds of games, Winter? Where do you see the beauty? Point it out. Call it out. What are we seeing here?
Trying to
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
trying to
What does your eye see?
abuse that small little 1% efficiency out of the map. Like push one wave. I think as a support you can always do that in deadlock situations. You try to position yourself in a very dangerous place and try to cut a wave. I kind of enjoy doing that. I mean, it might sound boring to you, but I have a lot of fun doing that. And then you get out and you feel the amount of accomplishment.
Hold on.
Just
Is it happening? Is it happening? X-Nova's got this invis
No
room,
detection.
though. I don't think it's happening.
no detection.
We were close, but no cigar.
Yeah, no cigar. Yeah, that's my kind of thing, you know. You get into the enemy home. Like I walk into my neighbor's wine cellar in the middle of the night. I take his most expensive bottle of red wine and I just leave, you know, and he doesn't know.
I see. Well, the thrill. Winter does it to just feel alive in games like these, where we've only seen 5 deaths across our 25 minutes of play. I mean, Winter.
You know what happens
yeah.
usually when I do
boy.
that in my games? I get reported, you know, why is my support farming all the time?
Hold on, JT, is it happen? Oh my God, we've seen a roar. Is this the first one all game? I think it is. Can he split? They're committed to hook shot already. He's rooted down. He's killed. The drums of Slav. It's happened.
It's happened. A kill after, I think, what, 15 minutes at least? All the other kills
Lord,
are...
it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's been so
It's been
long.
so
Yeah,
long since you visited me here, you know? It's been so
forever.
long. I've been waiting for you since 2 months ago.
When was the last kill? Oh my
Top
goodness.
lane.
10 minutes. 12 minutes ago. That's madness. That is. Hold on. But when it rains, it pours? No, they're going to get the D ward, so they're not going to go in and fight.
Oh, you're truly in
The second
Malaysia
round?
now. When it rains, it pours.
Second Roche is up, so this is certainly something to get both teams' attention.
Are you sure? You think they're gonna fight for
I
Roche?
think it is. I think it is, especially because they did kill the the Brewmaster without him
JT
popping
is
his
gonna
ulti.
say, guys, I need my ag glimpse. I just died, you know. I'm behind. I need to fight.
Nah, surely they fight here. Although, careful, JT, they might just jump you again. Tims, he's got his hook shot ready to go. TP is going to be scouted. Plenty of TPs. This time, the Primal splits too soon as Natsumi gets the 4-staff away from Tims. He's still going to be pulled back by the Void. Panda lifted as well as they turn back to take down Tims. They interrupt his TP with the lasso. He's dead as the day. Well, as the day he was killed, I guess. Natsumi.
That should be an opening for
run.
Roche. No split if Natsumi gets out here.
Should be. Blacklist, maybe they can move in. This is taking some time. Natsumi simply waveforms away a second time. But they will move into the Roche pit. Okay.
There's nothing IG can do now. See, I was right. They're not gonna contest Roche. In a way.
Ultimately, you were correct. I mean, the items are really starting to stack up now here for the side of Blacklist, probably we should say. We have this Deso, no stacks in it, but that's finished now for Abed. This Butterfly for Morphling looks very nice alongside his Aegis. We're about to actually finish off this Slate Mail.
This Butterfly
Gabby.
is a huge problem because nobody is going to buy MKB anytime soon. I guess TB is going to kill one right now. Razor's getting a Lincoln's. Enchantress is not going to get MKB. And this is going to be boiling down to that one fight and the game abruptly ending, you know? That type of game.
It's a drama movie, you know? We've seen the gun in the first act. Now we need to see if it'll pay off and how it'll pay off.
How is that a drama? A drama is like a constant twist. You know, the game is like going back and forth. That's a drama.
Yeah, but without any action, right? Crucially. I've never seen a Michael Bay drama movie, have you? They're all popcorn movies. There's explosions. There's this. It's our pubs. It's a turbo game.
Transformers.
This is a little bit different. I wouldn't quite call this a Michael Bay Dota game, Winter.
So would you call this the Godfather type of movie? Slow, but meaningful.
Yeah, it's a pretty apt analysis actually. Yeah. You get a little bit of drama every now and then. Oh my goodness, Natsumi's just woken up and there's a horse head in his bed. Yeah. Very true. And then all of a sudden, you know, your wife starts the car and it explodes. And then the whole thing really starts popping off from there. We just need to get to that point.
Yeah, but that's like going from 0 to 100 a little bit too soon, yeah?
Well, you know, that's Francis Ford Coppola for you. Here we go. I think we're going to see another fight. No, just kidding. They're going to... JT's like, guys, I have my Ags, but now I need my AC. Oh.
I mean, both the offlaners in these two teams definitely have a big say in terms of whether they are fighting or not. You know, some teams...
done.
Some teams you notice the mid laners or the carry players, they get an item. Everybody just runs over to the fight, you know, even though you are like, oh, I need a 500 gold recipe, you know, but everyone just doesn't care, you know, you just have to beeline towards that hero. Otherwise, he's going to feed.
Yeah, that's how it goes right now. Blacklist, they want to look for a fight. They've got this blink. They've got a cheese. They still have Aegis now, Winter, for another 2.5 minutes. If they finally find someone, they just gonna... Gabby's roaring the first person he sees. Yule Scepter trying to... Or, sorry, that's the lip from the Drinking Companion from JT trying to save him, but no, it won't do much.
Oh, and TS. He's going to run into TA.
No, they're gonna get scared by each other. Maybe actually it's Baboka. Oh my God, we're fighting. Abed, he's got refraction charges as he gets the kill onto Baboka easily. Tims is now at the ready. He's gonna trap NTS.
A lot of damage.
NTS has BKB ready to go, but he's stolen so much damage with the BKB. He rushes forward, takes down the Clockwork. Now looking for this kill onto Abed, who just simply jumps inside of the meld. He's safe and sound, but we're pushing high ground on the other side of the map. Natsumi, he has nothing to fear. They still don't have an MKB. Finally, he will waveform on down, as it's a lot of saber rattling here. No saber lighting here. A lot of saber rattling.
I'm sure he's watching the game, you know?
He is, I believe, with Gork, actually. Maybe not this one, though. I think they probably... Gork's like, boring, and switched the game off when we didn't have kills for 12 minutes. Either way, here... Winter, he yearns for these kinds of games. He doesn't want the messy 12 kills in 5 minutes games. No, no, no. Not for him. He likes these slow, methodical games. And, well, we've certainly got your wish here, Winter.
It wasn't my wish, but when you plant lemons, you get lemonade, you know?
Yeah.
Is that appropriate?
Apparently. I mean, we got to make lemonade now anyway out of these lemons. Try as we might. I mean, talk about a lemon. Is this TB going to turn into a lemon? Is he eventually going to be any good? I mean, because right now, without MKB, he's not really... I'd say he's not scared of anything. I mean, Aegis still for 40 seconds.
He kind of has to neutralize the morphling, right? In the team fight. With the reflection, and then you have to use your Skadi to try to make him killable.
He's not scared.
Yes, Aegis, 30 seconds.
Right. I mean, you've got
Cameron
BKB
can definitely
at the ready.
kill him.
Wing forward, there's a lasso. It finds Tims. That is something, as JT is also starting to split push on the other side of the map. Oh, that's going to be a big, meaty impetus, but not enough damage to take down Tims. He hook shots away to a friendly creep.
Yep, away he goes. And nobody dies. That's exactly how we want this game to go, right? Another 10 minutes of pushing out the map. You know, it's like you're in the kitchen and you're not doing any cooking. You're just preparing the sauces. You're doing all the mise en place preparation. And
mise en place, what a word.
And nobody enters the front door of the restaurant, so there's no actual cooking being done.
Yeah, this is the calm before the storm. We can't, you know, we can't let everyone get too titillated here. You know, we gotta go for a slow burn. Just because we have SCA Dota does not mean it's going to be a little wild. Sometimes it's slow, methodical, as we see here. But that MKB is finished on top of the Ayaskadi now for Monet, so he is doing a good job of, as you say, neutralizing this Morphling. I don't really see too many other tools specifically to deal with him. Well, Lincoln's now for nothing to say.
I guess Razor is kind of a way to deal with the Morphling in the team fights. You stick onto him, drain his damage. I think once you get Refresher on Razor, you're going to be a very, very difficult target to take down in the team fights. Just double drain. You drain the TA and you drain the Morphling, and that's it.
Yeah. Are we going to go for the Dagans here, Gabby? No, we're not going to go for Dagans. He's accumulated 3,000 gold on top of his build. I thought we were going to see another Dagan, but no. It's going to be something else, as he now has his Call of the Wild upgraded hawk. So a little bit more control, some more roots. Always something nice to see. But he's actually going for Wind Waker here on the Beastmaster. As are they going to try and steal this Tormentor? I guess they could.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. G2.iG, they will take up camp here in the enemy triangle, where Natsumi is going to just kind of walk in. He's pretty low on HP here, but does have a Satanic. He's got nearly enough money now for the full Daedalus as Gabby jumping in. He's already found his mark. It's going to be on to Baboka. The lift is there in time from the storm brewing, but already the drums of Slam, they still beat far in the sky as well as on ground level. And they hurt just as much. Natsume continuing to give chase. Now it's the hook shot. They have found nothing to say. Trapped inside the cogs. He gets a Force Staff and activates the BKB in order to escape. So Blacklist with a big opening here. They have found a kill and forced out the BKB of the mid lane Razor. 6-6 now, Winter. My goodness. Oh, yeah, here's the replay. Slow game.
Just a bad rider pickoff. I mean, nothing too spectacular. They can get any core kills. They would have loved to get themselves on a Razor, a Terrorblade, or a Brewmaster.
Much to write home about. Yeah, in fact, only 2 heroes into this game have yet to have a single death. It's Abed and Monet, one on each side. Winter, a prediction from you now, if you will. Which hero is going to end the game with 0 kills at this state?
0 kills? That's easy.
Sorry, 0 deaths. 0 deaths. I meant to say.
I'll just say Maiden.
Maiden, yeah.
Oh,
fair play.
Maiden or Bad Rider, you know.
Who's not going to die? Or I guess who will die first? Monet or Abed? Because for as much as we said G2.iG have won the laning stage,
I think
now they're down 14k, and they haven't exactly lost a fight, have they?
I think Terrorbait's going to die first. He's going to sunder the Razor and he's going to die. Try to save his buddy and die.
Okay. Well, that seems like a likely outcome here. We'll see how that goes for him as the TV's just now hit level 20.
You know, Richie,
He's
I
able to
would
pump out more illusions.
gladly trade my life for your life anytime in any game.
In Dota, I see. Very good. just a casual compliment there. Roshan has respawned. The TA traps will scout this. I'm sure the TB illusions any second will. Winter, is it finally happening? We're going to have a big fight.
One fight to rule them all.
Come on.
The ring of power.
It just might be at that. Buyback situation's not looking great, so teams are going to have to make it work, and that's how you want to start it. That hero does have buyback. X-Nova buying back, immediately TPs into the outpost as JT, he's already used the split. He's split already. Now they're on the chase. They have found one here. Baboka with the lasso. He gets the kill onto Tims. Goes to nothing to say. But they're just going to start up the rush. This split's already going to end, though, Winter.
I mean, Cloudwood has buyback if they want to fight.
Roche is going down here. Monet, he has not yet committed the Metamorphosis, as there's the buyback now from the Clockwork. They have the lift onto the Beastmaster as that split has ended. And we don't have this refresher either for the Brew, so that's all he's got for now. Frozen Field here. Sorry, the Crystal Nova does connect onto a few. Gabby, he just blinks onto the back lines, just trying to get through Baboka as fast as he can. He's chasing after him with the Hawks. He has the kill with the BKB active. The lift is onto Abed Natsumi. He waveforms out of the fight. Gabby, though, keeping them pinched right on top of their outpost. There's a buyback available now for Baboka, but they're just getting poked from range. Monet is in trouble. He might have to sunder a friendly target. Now it's Gabby. He finds his man. They've got the vision. Blacklist. They take down the carry. Nothing to say is minced meat as well as Natsumi tears them apart. G2.iG, they get themselves one fight, and it doesn't look pretty here.
Yeah, just the vision advantage, you know, from the rocket flares, from the Hawks, you know, there's no hiding. They were trying to hide around the jungle, the trees there, but just there's no hiding, you know, against Gabby. He sees you, he senses you. The beast can feel you, can feel your fear, and he's coming for you.
Another big problem here, just comparing the two lineups, is you take a look at the casual poke and harass that Blacklist have, you compare it to what G2.iG have. G2.iG, besides the Ench, they're very hard commit, aren't they? It's either you use your static link, you use your primal split, or you don't. Right? You use meta or you don't. You can't really poke with these abilities. At the same way that Blacklist can, is they're just going to go in and pick off another kill. Down goes X-Nova. That's a dieback for him, as Tims will steal the gem. A trophy for his kill, but I think this is just the game. I think you were right. This is a one-and-done kind of a game. As Gabby, he's just going to kill Baboka a second time. Baboka has buyback. JT, he's forced to split just to run back into his own fountain. There's the buyback. They do get the last one on Natsumi. The Lincoln Sphere is not in time. The waveform is available as well as the cheese. So Natsumi gets out of the fountain to safety. The man to dodge as well. So they get the buyback out from only one. The Boca. Okay, a 4 versus 5 now. They still have Aegis, by the way, on Gabby. He took that one last time. Again.
You see my point? Who's the boss of the team?
I do. I'm certainly seeing it now. Level 25, so he's got another Primal Roar ready to go very shortly here with that cooldown talent taken. And G2.iG, well, they might get one more fight here, Winter, but all of a sudden they're
one
down
more
31K.
fight. How do they do this? They need to drag Beastmaster or TA with the lasso and force stuff into the tier 4s and hope for the best.
Replay of that last engagement, a nice pick off there on X Nova.
Yeah, I mean, the team
And then
fights are
JT?
just very, very difficult right now for
Hold
IG.
on, back in live. Natsumi's just up to the high ground. He eats a boulder here, but they just.
I mean, you
they're
see
not
that?
scared
The
of him.
poke and the prodding, it's too difficult because you, like you said, you know, IG needs to either hard commit or they can't fight.
Right.
And whereas if you compare to Blacklist, they can kind of poke you from range, you know, and you have vision with the rocket flares, the hawk flying around, the TA traps, so they see you know, they can decide whether they want to commit or not, or back off, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. It's like, oh, guys, they use Metamorphosis. Just
And-
back off,
and
wait
right now
45 seconds.
You also have to deal with the Aghanim's on TA, which gives her mobility, so she's like pushing waves
Oh, yeah.
left and right. It's just
So
very,
you,
very
you don't
difficult.
even have you can't even use this Primal Companion to split push either that JT's been doing so far.
You have
That
to kill
avenue
him.
is now cut.
You have to lasso the TA into...
Oh, hold on. Gabby,
home.
he's daring anyone to go in a bit deeper. There's going to be the vision from the overclock. As they see nothing to say. Monet behind, though, does have himself a Sunder ready to use. Nothing to say is also with a Lincoln, so he's not a great first target. So Gabby is going to be able to get himself off the high ground safely. So he's going to be looking for a better target now. But this is... oof. It's been a rough game here for G2.iG, I have to say. This can't be one that has been too
call
fun.
on Tim's on the clockwork.
Wow, he's found some farm.
Just when you think the rocket flares are annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it's less of a cooldown, I guess, there. I guess the big one is the overclock cooldown reduction. There's just more uptime on the spam. We're going to probably get to take a look at that here shortly. I'd like to see his post-game stats and how much damage he's done. Here he goes. He's able to really spam out these suckers.
And you just wait for his level 20 talent when he gets the rocket flare damage.
Yeah. I mean, just... Okay, there he goes. He's going to make the jump in. Those fours out the four staff is not something with the Lotus Orb. He's going to prevent nothing to say from hitting with a Link, although I think he has. He's still found a Link. This one onto Gabby. He's going to Wind Waker himself out of trouble. There's a lasso, though. They caught Natsumi. Natsumi, though, he gets off another cheese. He's just full healed. And they just get off the high ground. And now guess what, IG? You've used everything, and you've gotten nothing. You might not even be able to kill Natsumi. There's a Lincolns and a Lotus on top of him. He's safe and sound. Tim's lighting you up with these rocket flares. They're just going to wait you out and end this game.
Yeah, wait out the primal, wait out the metamorph, and that's it. What can you do? Like IG, they have to, I think they have no choice but to initiate. Or if they don't do anything, they are just gonna have to deal with mega creeps and
Megas,
try to defend
yeah.
megas.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower
this is
is under attack.
this is going to be tough, Winter.
Yeah,
This
it
is going to be tough.
Yeah, it's definitely not tougher compared to trying to get you out to eat dinner, you know.
Why do you keep bringing that? Natsumi,
I miss you, man.
he's pushing high. He's pushing high ground, Winter. Oh goodness.
You're busy all
pushing
the
up to-
time, you know.
They're pushing high ground. Natsumi takes down the tier 3 tower. They're trying to do their best poking and prodding, but Blacklist, they know that there are hardly any tools in the toolbox right now for IG to reach to. Meta, not available. There's the roar. They've already taken down the TB. He's got buyback. He's going to commit it now, but nothing to say. No BKB for 7 seconds. He's going to drop as well. His buyback's committed. Can they punish anything here? No, they cannot, but they have at least forced Blacklist back. Give them another fight here, Winter.
I mean, they just need to wait for like, what, another 4 seconds, then they have another roar.
Well, That's true, but they are going to have Metamorphosis and Primal Split in just about 10 more seconds.
Yeah, but they
so
can do the same thing, poke
utilities-
and prod, force you to use your spells, and then they back off again.
That's true. Okay, in they go. Gabby, he's found the roar again. Monet! Monet is just dead. They have no save, nothing to say. He gets off the BKB, but he's being torn apart by Natsumi GG. GG, this one is over. G2.iG go for a greedy lineup. They win the lanes, but Blacklist fight back and take game 1.
Yeah, it just came down to the team fights, you know. CM and Clockwork, I guess, and the Beastmaster. Like, they have...
G2.iG. Game number 2, we had a very slow game 1, Winter. I think we are going to have a bit more of an explosive game.
Don't you worry, it's a Timbersaw game. It's gonna be run, 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 run.
Very true. That's a good impression as well. Here we are already
Timber's
with
gonna run, run, run. DK is the one that's actually gonna be doing the actual running away.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, hopefully blink it away. He's got this twisted chakram. He's going to be in for a bit of trouble. This the tree bounce trick shot's super good. Oh, I've seen this actually. Devil's Bargain for Gabby. Don't always see that one. He does tend to build that one. He prefers that one. Of course, Phantasmagoria for
What can
CK.
you do with this? You buy
Corrosive
Refresher,
Dragon as
and you sell
always.
Refresher.
Quick Wit. And then Ricochet 2 for the Snapfire, so Baboko with a bit more damage in the fights, and Sleepwalk for Bane. Just wanted to go through all of them quickly here at the
Winter. Okay, never mind. Maybe we can talk about it after the runes. Seems like it's gonna be 2 apiece. I was trying to figure out what do you do with this Devil's Bargain. I mean, you do it on what, Midas or Refresher? Is that what you do it with? I haven't really seen people do abuse this facet yet.
Me neither. And speaking of another thing to abuse and something to be efficient on, it's also this chop shop for Natsumi, pardon me, right?
That's like, I haven't seen anyone do it with the Falcon Blade. I was like trying to figure out what item can you do it. Like Falcon Blade kind of seems like an item you can do it with because you can make it into Crystallis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gabby doesn't always go. He's played how many games? 3 games with the Doom recently, and this is the second time he has gone for the greed. Normally I guess 2 to 1, I should say. He goes for the gluttony, which is seemingly more preferred. I've seen on Dooms.
Yeah, I kind of like that too, a lot more than this one. I'm not sure which type of games do you decide that, oh, this game is better for gluttony, this game is better for Devil's Bargain. It's not like a very straightforward thing to decide.
Yeah. I agree. AT taking a bit of a bruising down bottom here, as you can see top as well. There's the tree bounce. What is this? Tree bounce trick shot. A little bit of trickery there is proving to be difficult for X-Nova. Down bottom, you had a lot of harassment, a lot of contesting. So far, no side cams have spawned down bottom. So as you say, just trying to stop JT from overwhelming them in this early phase as Baboka. Oh no, they hit level 2 earlier here for the side of Blacklist. I think even though you have JT trying to absorb some of those battery assault procs, it's still an easy first blood now for John Well.
The 2 denies from Gyro, making the difference there.
You're right.
Duck says 0
Absolutely
denies.
right.
Deny your creeps, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna get you kills.
Even if you're not a mid lane invoker with Mastermind, it does make a difference. That's true.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's a bit difficult. We see top lane. Tim's has stolen the creep wave. He's dragging it behind the tower, and it's not really much X-Nova can do about it. Wasn't in range for the Nightmare, so has to just kind of let the creep equilibrium get all messed up.
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad that this happens when you're playing Bane, because you're supposed to stop it with Nightmare. And Bane kind of doesn't like when the lane becomes moved away from its original position. He doesn't like change, you know, Bane. He likes the constant static wave in the middle.
He likes the steady things. That's why he's got even stats, of course, always on our Bane.
This is probably one of the most interesting things in the game that I like. The even stats on Bane. Or unique things in the game.
Huh? Makes the most sense. I think everyone's like, oh, the universal hero, of course it's Void Spirit. And the real Dota players, we all know it was secretly Bane all along, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's always been here. Yeah, but X-Nova not having an easy time in this lane so far. Hasn't really been able to put a lot of pressure here either, especially because, well, this is kind of a funny trick. Gabby's found himself the Foreman, so he's got this speed aura, moving around, being all zippy on the map.
Wait, what is going on in the mid lane?
What do you mean? This
Why
is where the
this
dire creep wave
Timber's
always goes,
dragging-
isn't it?
I mean, the Timber's dragging. Timber's dragging the wave.
Isn't this where the wave always goes? I'm confused. It isn't. This isn't. Oh, I guess it is a little far, isn't it? Nothing to say is like, guys. JT. Oh, that's a lot of damage on Ajuan. Well, he does have that magic stick, allows him to fight a bit longer. He still will die first. Is now Natsumi. He's got Afterburner. I don't think there's any way you're running from this one, Maboka. In fact, your courier. No, it's gonna be a 2 for. Oh, actually, Natsumi. He's gonna let the dog live. Okay.
Yeah, nice one, Natsumi. He's a dog lover.
Mm-hmm.
Let the poor stray dog live, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Abba did that. He stacked the wave here. It means that he's going to be able to get a 1 water rune very easily.
Yeah, maybe this matchup is actually not that good for Timber, because otherwise, why would he be doing this?
Well, what could it be, though? I mean, he couldn't possibly care about this corrosive dragon minus
I
armor,
have
right?
no idea.
Well, let's see.
Every time I say something about the mid lane, I just look like an idiot 10 minutes later.
Well, you know, that is why I enjoy casting with you, Winter. You're not afraid to
Wow.
be wrong. Down bottom, by the way, they're going again. This lane is not how it's supposed to go. JT, they might just be able to catch him. No, not quite. They won't go diving, even with that level 2 rocket barrage. That was looking scary.
Yeah, this lane is going a little bit tough for Darks here. I mean, CS-wise, he's actually equal with the Gyro.
Yeah.
It's just that he's constantly low on health, and he might die to the Rocket Barrage Black Cannon.
Yeah, that's the real problem here, Sean. Oh, trying to kick another cog at JT. Just trying to boot him away from experience range. Yeah, and I mean, and another big problem is if you just take a peek at net worth, Gyro, he's building a slow lead because of the 3 kills he's been involved with. So he's playing very well. We'll see if he actually makes use of Chop Shop here, as he does have the Falcon Blade ready to go.
And you just want to see somebody use
Of
this.
course, of course. Who doesn't?
I feel like it
Disassemble-
might actually be one of those things that nobody uses.
You know who we need back? We need remember the Chinese player God King Hualien? He had like the most efficient Ursa. He's the guy that started Battle Fury Ursa back then. We need him back.
I
We need a
kind of remember CTY with his Hyperstone Battle Fury build on anti-mage. Farm efficiency.
Yep, that's what it's all about. Is Maboka. He will snag that first power and spawns down bottom. All the supports were here, but again, just a little bit of positioning and otherwise now everyone returning to their lanes.
Dire's bottom tower
Just
is
a
under attack.
classic 6-minute thing. Everybody comes over to just make sure that you pick up the rune, deny the rune if you have to, die for the rune if you have to. Bot
Nice
lane.
D-ward. Yeah, there's
He's
nothing
TPing
to
in.
say. Is TP in. He's going to get hasted now with an Ion Shell on top. Natsumi, he might not be ready for this now, as from behind, his Elder Dragon form lasting a couple more seconds, got some good damage now on a Natsumi, who will eventually go down. Big kill here for Nothing to Say. On the opposite side of the map, you've also got Gabby, who's in a bit of trouble here. That Sleepwalk puts him even closer to Monet, who already has used all of his spells and won't be able to collect the kill. John Will with the... Yep, very nice. Burning all the mana of Nothing to Say.
Annoying. Very annoying.
Abed, he will try his luck top, but he has been picked up by this Observer Ward. He does still see X-Nova, though. Nova with a level 2 Nightmare ready to go will turn his butt around to make sure he's not going to get any closer. Probably leaves Abed very unlikely to get a kill here.
Yeah.
And we didn't
Mid
see
lane.
any invades for the Wisdom Runes either.
Radiant's
Mid
tower
lane,
is
the
under
2
attack.
supports. Yeah. On back top, X-Nova, I think he's just kind of being very annoying here. I don't think Abed can kill him that easily. But here go the supports mid. Now Abed's rotating on back towards him. They planted a tree here a little bit more now for that whirling death. No way out for Nothing to Say, who was caught inside the cogs and tagged thrice by that Twisted Chakram. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, but it was also strange, right? I felt like the moment he poked the tower and then he sees the clockwork, he should have known that he might actually be in danger because they just need to TP in the DK. Sorry, the Timber to kill the DK.
Radiant are scanning.
Kind of
Yep.
surprised that he stayed that long, and Albet's gonna steal
Oh, no.
some ancients away from JT.
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
hard work.
JT's he's still collecting a few of them. They're TPing back in, nothing to say, but John Wells here, he's ready to fight, and so is Natsumi with this call down onto 3, nothing to say. He's going to have to make the walk of shame back now as JT, he will also go down.
Hey, Blacklist
And Gabby got a solo kill on the other side. Oof.
Kills on the top lane, kills on the Ancients area, taking the camps. What more can you get if you're Blacklist? You know, you've already taken everything away from IG.
Yeah, Blacklist, they're playing with a with vigor, aren't they? Here, really in their second series,
Yeah,
leaving almost no court. And John Well, he's also put up an observer ward, so he sees where JT is going to try and farm the stack. John Well he's just going to be here, stealing some experience, making this even less efficient, much to the annoyance of this Darkseer. Man, I mean, okay, nothing to say. He is rushing the Blink Dagger as you prescribed, Doc. So maybe that will be something that allows him to turn this around as JT is... Oh, man, this is so annoying. Look at him. Look at John Well, who traps him inside the cogs. He's got Natsumi. Abed's rotating here as well. They're going to steal his stacks. They're going to kill him, and they're going to steal his stacks.
Didn't we see this movie one time? 1 minute ago.
That we did. I can't believe it. It's like they pickpocketed him right there. I can't believe it. The disrespect.
Hey, JT is gonna have to go to the police office soon.
Oh, he is. Hookshot mid, but Boka's ready for this. Xnova does not have grip. He's barely only level 5, so he has nothing much to offer for nothing to say. Jean Well, he may sacrifice himself here, but it's for the greater good as Abed, he leaps on through, collects the kill on Boka. Nothing to say, takes down the Clockwork, but ultimately falls to Natsumi as Tim's with the sharpshooter collects Xnova's life.
So flabbergasted that did the same thing with the DK pushing a tower again. I think you can just never do this when there's a Timber in the game. Because Timber can just kill the DK. Once support initiates and Timber comes in, with his Rolling Death and Chakram, you're dead. That's just how the matchup works.
Yeah. I guess they thought that they'd had a little bit more time because Abed had to run over from the bottom Ancient area.
I don't know, man. Their math is definitely off.
I agree. Something's not clicking here. They're not really respecting this Timber song, are they? His top lane, well, they're not respecting Gabby either. He's sleptwalk under the tower, straight into the stun. Boka as well, continuing the lockdown as they perfectly connect for a kill. That was not a Fiend's Grip either. You can tell because Xnova is still only level 5. Nothing to say. Oh, no. Is he died? Is he just dead again? Look at this damage! Oh! Yeah, he's having a tough game. 2-4-0 right now.
That is your Blink Dagger hero dying. So when the Blink Dagger does not come, guess what? Nobody can initiate, and there's no place, on the map. So it means that Monet has to work an extra shift this game. He has to take up an extra shift. Stay back in the restaurant, clean another round of dishes.
He's doing the deliveries, and he's doing prep, and he's doing service. I mean, just a madman.
Yeah.
Gassed out of his mind. And in the meantime, Natsumi, he's just sitting in the restaurant. He said, "Another course, please." He is so fun. Look at this man go. Tim's. He wants to kill JT. That's all he's really here to do. As the vacuum is not going to pull Jean-Noel back into the wall. He is running onto this cliff, which may put him in a bit of a tough spot. Somehow, Bushwhack avoids all the trees here in this area and doesn't collect on any stuns. Not like it would have changed much.
There was still a lot of damage from the Shredder from Standfire. I mean, that spell is actually crazy right now.
This spell's really good.
Everyone is just maxing the spell. Even on support, they're maxing the Shredder.
Remember, who was it? Wasn't it Malady who we saw maxing Shredder back in the day before Facets?
You're talking about the Na'Vi position 5, right? Before.
I believe so. We casted a game where we started seeing this, and we're like, wow, this is actually pretty legit. And now it's even better with the Facet. Nothing to say. We just saw
Lord Gabby.
Stack.
Lord Gabby.
Gabby in danger. There's going to be the grip. Monet pumping in the damage. Abed, he's going to have to let this one fall.
Yeah, he definitely
death on the Gabby.
Went to the restaurant a little bit too early, Not his reservation time yet. So pays the price.
Yeah, but now potentially nothing to say. He's committed a foul paw. He stayed far too long at the restaurant. He's killed off for that. John Well running down Boka. They've already used basically all of their spells here just to take down Lord Gabby. Nothing left for the reinforcements of Blacklist. Really nice play there by Abed, who just played it a bit patiently, right? He didn't really force the engagement. He waited for his team to pick off the kills. Monet,
Waiting for
there's no way to get
another
him, right?
bushwhack. Oh, that was close. That was close.
That was close.
Yeah, Hoodwink is just crazy hero now. Like her laning presence got buffed a lot because of the change to Acorn Shot. You can bounce to the trees. And nowadays when you see these Hoodwinks in the mid game, usually they are pretty rich because the laning phase went really well for them.
Yep, starting to
And
see this.
he didn't even greed it
more.
out, you know, with the max Acorn Shot to farm. Some players will do that. Just get your core items faster.
Well, speaking of getting core items, this Blink Dagger, it's about to be finished off. Unless, no, not like this. Okay, they missed crucially on that sharpshooter, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Holy
There's just
crap.
5 heroes here.
He missed his bushwhack, he missed the sharpshooter, but the kill still happened in 1 second.
Yeah. You know who didn't miss? That was Abed.
Radiant
Oh my goodness, this game's turning into a highlight reel for him right now. 4-0-6, involved of 10 of 15 kills, just 14.5 minutes in. There's a 7K net worth lead. You have a DK who's just 2 bracers and a power treads who still doesn't have a blink dagger 15 minutes in. This game, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah, it's
For
one of those.
G2.iG anyway.
It's one of those games where you regret, you know, opening up your Dota and queuing a game. It's one of those games. But for them, there is still a way to turn things around. There is always hope. The dagger on the DK is going to be their hope. He's going to get it. He's going to get
ready.
it now.
Yep. 6 deaths for nothing to say. It's important that they get something going for him now. I mean, I never really like to
Kill
speculate as to
Richie.
tilts,
Anyone,
but
even
they need
Clockwork.
something.
Just
Open
kill
up, nothing
somebody.
to say his game. He needs a mental victory.
He just needs to open a new account, you know.
He needs some comfort food, Winter. He needs comfort food.
Some nachos.
But he's probably not going to find it because they're just going to walk underneath a ward. And now they know something's up. Lord Gabby playing it deep behind the tier 1 tower. John Well ready to hook shot in as they are baiting very well on this illusion. But G2iG, they know something's wrong here. They're going to get the heck out. No one's showing top. No one's showing mid. And they're not. They know they're not going to be able to fight. There's an 8K net worth difference already just 16 minutes in. But, Winter, that Orchid is finished. At the very least, Monet has been keeping pace. His game 2-0-1. He's doing just fine. And he needs to get in here now to change the course of this fight. Right now is nothing to say. He's been initiated on. There's going to be the stun on the Jean-Noel with the kisses now raining on down. But they have a full pipe of insight with a mech. Blacklist, they're just in fighting form. Monet, you can do nothing here as he is stunned up. The back wall, it's pretty darn good, but is it good enough to turn the outcome of this fight? It sure doesn't look like it. Up 9K, Blacklist, they go diving under tier 2 towers. Abed is completely free in this fight as he swipes up his 2nd kill onto 2 cores. He wants X-Nova as well. He might go up to the high ground here. They've got vision. Yep, you bet your bottom dollar. There goes Abed, but doesn't have enough for the kill. Holy... They're getting chased up to their high ground. Winter, it's not even 17 minutes in.
Yeah, like you said, the mech and the pipe from Gabby. Just keeping everyone topped up. Blocking out all the damage. And now he's going to maybe find nothing to say again. He's behind. He's running in with Doom.
Nothing to say. Nothing to say.
Oh.
He's taking...
Oh my god.
Oh, he tried to TP. He tried to TP and he's not. It's just his 7th death now.
I mean, my man just forgot how to play DK against Timber, you know.
I think so. And dare I say, I think now the mental block, you know, the metaphorical chip on his shoulder that he must have in this kind of a game. I mean, if he can overcome this, I'd be mighty impressed. But I don't know how he gets back into this game now.
I bet it's
so
kind of
far
like
behind.
NTS Kryptonite. If he sees him, he dies every single time.
That's very true. That is very true. Hookshot now is there hunting for X-Nova. Abed. Yeah, I mean, there's no TP here. X-Nova, he's going to die as his resting place will be these mighty mines for what is an almighty shellacking that Blacklist are giving
talking about
to
the
G2iG.
resting place, is that like the best place to die? If you had one place you needed to, if you can choose one place to die on the map, you would die in the Mighty Mines.
That's a good question, actually. Where would I want to die on the Dota 2 map?
The Roche Pit?
Okay, our observer says the stalwart statue. Sorry, the spooky skeletons. I forgot what that one's called. Hold on, we'll get back to the Lord Gabby in trouble.
He's not gonna
has
die.
mech. In 5 seconds, he might go down.
Okay,
he is
never
gonna
mind.
die. That's not where I would want to die. That's for sure. I would not want to die there. That spot where Gabby died, that's a cringe spot. Not for me.
Explain.
I'm
Why
dying.
cringe?
I'm dying next to the stalwart statue because there's nothing there. You're not getting any buffs. I'm dying next to the statue. That way, when they dig me up 6,000 years later, they're like, "Wow, this must have been a very important man." And really, all I did was yell at Dota sometimes. You know. Nothing to say. Yeah, his kryptonite. It's found him a second time. Actually, no, but he can't even save him. Oh, he barely can save. No, he can't. He just can't do anything.
He's dead as well? I think he's not getting up.
I mean, he's got this arcane rune running.
Has fallen.
Blink Dagger on cooldown, courtesy of that Enfeeble. How hard will Abed chase for this? Doesn't have to chase too hard.
they found
There's the
him.
Rocket Flare for Vision. X Nova. No way out for him. Just trying to buy as much space and time.
It is the Abed show.
I mean, look at it. Look at his reaction there. Just kind of scratches his face like, where did we go wrong here? Why is his timber so big? Godlike streak already for Abed. Look at him. He's smiling. Look how happy he looks there out there. My goodness, what a lad.
Wouldn't you have fun in a game like this as team?
I'd absolutely have fun. I'd never want to punch one of my teammates in this kind of a game. The perfect team building game for them, don't you think? It's fine. They joke about it. We all know about
I
it.
would never do that to you, Richie. I'll always let you taste the food first. You know, it's an honor if you go out with a friend, you guys order a bunch of food, and then you always give a particular person the right to taste everything first. I would do it for you.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me. I mean, Abed.
As long as you promise to pay for the food, then
I see. That's
fair
sure.
trade.
Let's see how it is. Aegis #1 already online for Natsumi, who, I mean, by the way, is also having quite the game. 5-1 and 8. I mean, this is look, Monet. He's not actually that far behind. If he can get a BKB, if they find a 5-man vac wall, if G2.iG can find another tank of copium, maybe Winter, they can get through this.
It's not often you see Chaos Knights buying BKB. Game's not going well.
No, it is not.
So for them, they need the Chaos Knight to kind of destroy the backliners. Go in, pop your Phantasm, hope you spawn extra illusions, blow someone up. But at the same time, I feel like in order to do that, he kind of needs to buy Dagger on top of the BKB. Because he needs to be able to get in.
Dire's bottom
Right.
tower is
Well,
under
well.
attack.
I mean, even with Dagger, right? We've seen how
Radiant's
big of a
top
problem
tower is
this
under attack.
Timber Saw has been.
Hey, so is he actually going to sell his face boots with the Devil's Bargain? Because he has Greaves now?
Radiant are
Is that what he's going to do?
I guess, right? Man, that's not bad. I haven't been paying too much. I've been checking Natsumi. He has not disassembled a single thing yet.
I told you he's not going to do
anything.
anything with that. Chop
Gyro
shop.
players,
Radiant's
they're
top
too
tower
busy, you
is
know.
under
They should,
Like-
at this point, chop the chop shop. Come on, that's a decent one.
They got 86 it, right?
68. Wait, 86.
86. You guys don't say that here?
I know what you mean when the item is not available
Sold out
for the day.
Yeah. 86. So, yeah, they got to change it up. Maybe they should make him a chef. How about that?
Usually we
Dire's
86
bottom tower is
something
under
that
attack.
got brought in the morning and we find it's not fresh, then we 86 that item.
Like this DK mid,
Dire's bottom
it's
tower
not fresh
is
anymore. This one's rotten. This one's gone.
Radiant's top tower
This one's
is
gone
under
all
attack.
wrong, really, for IG.
How dare you send me frozen dragon? I wanted fresh dragon.
This is like an episode of Kitchen Nightmares right now for nothing to say. Oh no. He sends out the first course, it's frozen.
No, then you blame the guy that checks on the food delivery every day. So you have this one
Yeah.
person that sits in the receiving area, and you have to check. I once actually worked in that area, so the guy in charge, he was like a 80-year-old man. So he tells me about, oh, this is how you check if the mango is good. This is how you check if the apple's good, you know. He told me everything, but I already forgotten everything.
Oh, well, I think this is going to be a bruising that IG are not going to forget here, at least one they want to forget, as they smoke, intending to find a fight with Monet's fresh BKB instead. It's going to be a caught hook shot. Oh, no, Monet. He just wanted to get out of here. Abed's right on top. He will at least be able to get through John well, but he has absolutely no support here as Gabby, Tims, and Abed chase him down. The body block setting up for the Meteor Hammer, which I believe just barely nicked him. He will fall through the BKB. Oh, no. And that is, well, again, Abed continuing to have just one of a highlight game for him, you know?
Yeah, this is one of those games where it's the Abed show, we call it, apart from his Shadow Fiend. So now we have to add Timbersaw into that list of shows.
And JT, you thought you were going to be able to farm a creep wave, not in Abed's side of the map. Absolutely not.
How much would you pay, Richie, to attend the Abed show? Front row seats.
Front row seats to the Abed show? I don't think I'd want front row seats. Sometimes, you know, you're in the danger zone up there, aren't you?
Crazy chakram landing on you.
Crazy chakram, a little walrus punch, if you know. Well, I mean, that's not the place to be either here where our poor Baboka dies. I mean, he's farming up items. He's trying to be a core here, but unfortunately,
what can you do? You click on your DK. Your DK is 2 and 8, so you just farm it. And
yeah,
I mean, if it was me, I would have just killed out a minus right away.
I mean, honestly, I think so. This is, I mean, it just has to be a miserable game for nothing to say.
Yeah,
and on the opposite end,
I'm sure he's going to be speechless after this.
Yeah.
You imagine the post-game, coach is talking to you and you have nothing to say and you just tell the coach, read my name.
Well, man, your coach is super. That's still the most experienced DK player. He's got the most pro games on the hero. Certainly he knows this is a tough matchup. I think he's just going to have to give him a pat on the back here and some commiserations as he can't even get out of these cogs, brother. John Noel, look at these body blocks. John Noel absolutely styling on him right now as he's waiting for the team to catch up. Tims gives chase, connects with him there on one. Is Abed leaping on in, collects what, like his 12th kill onto the DK? Fortunately for IG, it's the last game of the day. I mean, I don't know if it's better or worse that this is your last game because you got to end your day on this. Not how you want things to go. On the other end, Abed, a double kill for him. His 13th kill, involved of 20 of 28. The Meteor Hammer ready to go as it stuns up the tower. Keeps the wagon alive, actually. That was a very nice Meteor Hammer hit. And they will be able to continue the siege up onto the high ground. IG, they're not ready to defend Winter, but they don't really have much of a choice.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
It's time to face the music.
Dire's top barracks are under
Abed is about to sing you a symphony of chainsaws. Here they go, nothing to say. The blink stun onto Natsumi. He just BKBs. He's going to turn Monet BKBs, and he's already running for the hills, but you're already in your base. You got nowhere else to run to. And that's it. That's your top lane of barracks. D-Ward, they blinked in already. There's no BKBs here as they've trapped Monet inside the cogs. JT, nice back wall. It does connect on the 3, but Lord Gabby from the side. He's just on top of them all. As look at the damage onto Monet. Monet still fighting a bit as before Abed seals his life, steals it away. Abed channeling the Meteor Hammer onto Baboka as Natsumi with the Afterburner up to 550 move speed. Collects his 6th kill here. The voice lines are coming out. Gabby's just tanking tier 3 tower shots. Does not a care in the world. This GG is called. They know this one's over. Not without one last death on a nothing to say as he could not outlive the doom. And there is a very pleased Blacklist. You could just see they were looking for that one. This team, the underdogs from C, as Aurora beat the